Happy Fursuit Friday.
And we just finally watched the movie
Freaky.
Freaky, which came out in 2020 on Friday the 13th in October, if I remember my research correctly.
It is also October and also Friday the 13th.
I don't think that last part's true. But anyhow, it is Friday, though.
Yes, in October.
So you got 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. This movie originally was under the working title of Killer Body. Before it was given the title Freaky Friday the 13th, until studios were like, no, you can't use that name. Disney, I believe, was the one who said that. So they just ended up going with Freaky, and hoping that that one word alone would be enough to get people to figure it out. I've also seen that in certain posters they put the actors' names over the opposite character. But that happens way too often on its own. But hopefully people got the idea. What happened?
No, that's good. Keep going.
Okay. The basic premise of this is Vince Vaughn is a slasher killer, and through a mysterious circumstance that won't spoil for you here. Ends up switching bodies with a young girl, and they do a Freaky Friday thing there. If you don't know Freaky Friday, basically it's about a mom and a daughter who switch bodies, and they find out they don't have it as hard as they thought they did, or something like that. But anyhow, so the whole premise revolves around the killer is now in the girl's body, the girl's now in the killer's body, and how do we get back to normal before time runs out? And it's very funny, very graphic horror slasher type movie. Definitely thought it was really good. My notes here: the main character, Kathryn Newton, plays Millie Kessler. She is meant to be a high school teenager, but she was actually played by a 23-year-old. She was Lucy Stevens, the junior reporter in Detective Pikachu. And she's going to be Cassie Lang in the upcoming Ant-Man and Quantumania. Also, an interesting fact I found out, there's a pretty awesome scene when the killer first inhabits her body, where she just goes crazy eating breakfast in a monsterly fashion. That was improvised. She actually did that on the spot as an improv moment. And apparently there was a lot of parts where she got to improvise in the movie, which I thought was pretty cool. Next, I have Vince Vaughn, who plays the killer, the Blissfield Butcher. Did not know this. He is 6'5" and a quarter. That's really tall, and it really shows in this movie. I don't know that many other movies I've seen him in that I can recall that his tallness was a part of the plot or really relevant to the plot. But definitely shows off his impressive height in this movie. Also, kind of a weird fact is a moment where when the girl is stuck in his body, her friends buy her a mask to disguise herself. I thought for sure that was supposed to be Simon Cowell, and apparently it was a mask of Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. So I don't know. Did you say anything about that? Because I know you definitely did not think that what I thought it was.
I didn't think it looked like Simon Cowell at all.
So yeah, does anybody think Aaron Rodgers looks anything like Simon Cowell? Because I totally thought the latex, was it latex? What kind of mask?
It's latex.
It's latex. Yeah, those latex horror store masks. I thought that was totally supposed to be Simon Cowell. But yeah. Don't have too many people to talk about in the cast in this one, but the next one we have is Misha Osterlovich. They are non-binary, and they play their gay best friend Josh Detmer, and Celeste O'Connor, another non-binary actor, played their friend Nyla Jonas. She's the token black girl of the trio. She would go on to play Lucky Domingo, the older brother's love interest in Ghostbusters Afterlife the following year. So yeah, kind of funny that the two best friends of the main character are both played by non-binary actors. That is pretty awesome. But it's also no surprise as both the writer Michael Kennedy and director Christopher Landon are both gay. So they wanted to have some LGBTQ representation in the film. Also, briefly, director Landon directed Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, definitely one of those movies I want to check out someday, as well as Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You, which I totally wanted to show off here because I have both of those, and I loved those movies. Apparently, this movie takes place in the same universe as those movies, and apparently there's a third Happy Death Day movie coming. I haven't heard anything about it. There's no trailers so far, but evidently there's a third Happy Death Day movie that's gonna wrap things up. So it might tie into this movie. So I'm glad we finally got to see it. But yeah, lastly, the woodshop teacher that plays a significant role in the movie is played by Alan Ruck. He is best known as Cameron Fry in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He was also in Speed as Doug Stevens, in Star Trek Generations as John Harriman, and in Spin City as Stuart Bondick.
Oh my gosh, yes he was.
Okay, cool.
Oh
I was just looking at these things and it mentioned he was in 100 plus episodes of this show. It's okay, I gotta mention this. Some people have seen that.
I did not recognize him during the entire run of that show.
Yeah, I definitely remember seeing him. He shows up as a bridge crew member in Star Trek Generations. He has a significant part in that. He was even in a fan movie they did a few years back as the same character.
What? They made a Star Wars fan
Star Trek.
movie?
Star Trek.
Oh.
But yeah, Alan Ruck, he's been in a lot of smaller projects, bit parts in various TV shows and such. But yeah, you'll most likely know him better as Cameron in Ferris Bueller. He's aged quite a lot since then now, but you can still recognize him. But yeah, going back, Vince Vaughn. What do you know about Vince Vaughn?
Well, he was. I do know that he did a movie with Vincent D'Onofrio. I want to say it was To Sell, but that doesn't sound right.
Okay.
Yeah, leave angry comments down below correcting me. He was also in The Watch. Which was originally, I think, in the Neighborhood Watch. I can't forget because one was a working title, but. It's about them defending the neighborhood against aliens.
Wow. That sounds vaguely familiar. I might have seen that.
It has the guy from 22 Jump Street and
Channing Tatum?
And Superbad. Channing Tatum was not in that.
No.
Why can't I think of his name? Oh my god.
The chubbier guy?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The only guy that's in on both of those. I think he's the only guy that's in both.
I know what you're talking about. But yeah.
Anyhow, but he was also in a movie called Brutal, where he is a prison inmate and he is incredibly brutal, killing people. I think trying to avenge his daughter or protect his daughter. I forget. It's not even comedy.
The one thing that came up in my search, he was in the remake of Psycho.
Yes, he was. It was a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah, a lot of people did not care for that movie, but hey, if you actually watch it, he doesn't do a bad job as far as I can recall. And he was obviously a killer in that too. So, but yeah, he does a great job both as the emotionless killer and playing the girl in the wrong body thing. I thought he did great as both parts.
Yeah, I agree. I always think he's a wonderful actor.
One other thing to quickly mention, the director intentionally made sure not to have any duplicate kills. Every death that happens in the movie is different from all the other kills in the movie, so there isn't this guy was stabbed, that guy was stabbed, this girl was also stabbed, or which can sometimes happen in some of these kinds of movies where the killer has one particular weapon that he really likes to use. So yeah, very much a variety of gory kills in this movie. So definitely recommend that if you're into that sort of thing.
Absolutely, I liked it. How do you think it compares to The Hot Chick?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's another movie. It has a similar premise about a guy who ends up in a woman's body, or a woman who ends up in a guy's body. Well, I guess is it both?
They swap places.
Okay, but yeah,
but in that one he's just a criminal. I don't think he's a murderer.
That one's fairly forgettable. I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rob Schneider's.
Rob Schneider.
Jonah Hill.
That's his name.
Gosh,
there you go.
Darn it.
But yeah, Rob Schneider. He's an okay guy. I definitely don't think he's as bad as people make him out to be. But he's also not like super memorable in like majority of his movies.
Yeah, he has a couple memorable roles, and he's kind of gone off of the religious deep end.
Oh my!
So,
I just know I haven't seen him in a while. Okay.
Yeah, he's part Filipino though.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, that's an unusual factoid to learn about someone who has nothing to do with that movie. But anyhow, what did you think of the movie? I'm sorry to talk over you.
No, it's fine. It was a lot of fun, and it's a great way to lose weight.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
Oh, that's it. No, it was just a lot of fun. The kills, they kept a pretty good balance. Like the kills were really good, but overall the movie was fairly on the lighter side. A bit more levity.
Yeah.
And comedy, and it didn't really feel like it was out of place. I thought it meshed pretty well.
Indeed.
And we didn't comment on the clothes. I kind of wanted to say, oops, there's a human hand in that shot. There is a scene where the girl gets a leather jacket from her sister's closet right next to the policeman's uniform.
I entirely missed that she got it from her sister.
Yeah, because she pushes apart. So I went to my closet and pushed past my police person's uniform. I'm just kidding, I didn't have one. Oh. And I got my fake leather jacket, which is starting to peel.
Oh no! It looks great, though.
Thank you. I'm a bad bird.
But yeah, so that was like one of the only complaints I think I remember having was just that Millie is constantly being bullied by everybody in her school for no other reason than she's the protagonist in a movie. She's fairly moderately attractive, I'd say, at the very least.
She is, I think,
like I said, she's
beautiful.
23-year-old woman playing this character. But yeah, she doesn't look like the classic, frumpy dumpy, nerd with the glasses and the braces or what have you, where she doesn't have the looks at all. She actually looks fairly good. But obviously when one of the big twists that's in all the advertisements is when the killer's in her body, he manages to pull off, looking gorgeous and gets all the guys looking at her. So, yeah. That was like the one complaint I had was that they were saying how she was unattractive looking. It's like, what are you talking about? She looks fine.
Yeah, it's another one of those like, she's a pretty girl. I mean, she's a nerdy girl. If she only took off those glasses and let down her hair.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm referring to.
It's like she's incredibly beautiful. And earlier said that Vince Vaughn movie was brutal. It's called Brawl. That was my favorite.
Oh, Brawl.
He is in shape and he is very tall.
Yes, like I said, he is 6'5" and a quarter inches.
Oh, I forgot he was in the Anchorman movies.
Yes, he is one of the rival Anchormen that show up for the big fight scene.
And it was The Cell that he did with
okay.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
There you go.
So Vince, but that was neat.
I also know him for Wedding Crashers.
Yes, with Owen Wilson.
But yeah, entirely different movie, and other than starring the same actor, not really any relation. So, but anyway, definitely recommend this if you're a fan of horror comedies and like your gore. Like I said, it only came out a couple years ago, so it's fairly recent. So, extra reason why I didn't want to give away too many spoilers, but. Definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm glad we finally got to see it around this time of year.
Yeah. In my head, I thought the movie was 10 years old. Then
oh, jeez. I missed it during the whole COVID thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think, like I said, it came out around this time 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, awesome. Glad to have seen it.
Indeed.
I liked it better the first time around when it was called vice versa. No, I'm just kidding. That's another body swap movie, but not at all the same.
That one's with Judge Reinhold and
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage, yeah. They have a magic skull that manages to switch their bodies.
Yeah, that was a friend swapping thing. And then they had another one with two buddies swapping places by going into the same fountain.
I was going to say, I thought that's what you were talking about. Yes.
Into the same fountain.
There's also a movie where Fortune Cookie does it, I believe. It might be the remake of Freaky Friday. I'm not sure. It's been a while. But yeah, this trope has been done so many things. All these movies, a bunch of TV shows. There was even an episode of Two Stupid Dogs where the two stupid dogs switch bodies and it takes them forever to realize that anything's different.
Yeah.
Even though they're one's tiny little wiener, like a chihuahua, and the other one's a big, I don't even know what kind of dog he's meant to be, but he's the one with like the hair. It's covering his eyes all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so they're big dog and little dog. The only names they go by, but they didn't. It takes them forever to realize that something's gone wrong.
Yeah. I like my favorite one real quick was a little web video by these twin comedians, right? You've seen their stand-up act, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They had a little comic or animation online that was two mad scientists.
Yes.
That accidentally swapped bodies,
I
but they were twins. So they
it's the Sklar brothers, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was them that did or voiced it. It was like twin mad scientists that switch bodies. It's amusing.
Indeed.
Because they look the same.
Yeah, yes. In other words, it doesn't really change all that much.
It doesn't change much at all.
I mean, if they both were married and they went home to the other one's wife, would they even realize anything's different unless they had, like, some kind of obvious scar that told them apart on their body somewhere? I don't know. I guess I don't have much else to say unless you do.
No. I have nothing else to say.
Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for movies we should
hated it.
review, let us know in the comments. If there's any other content we've done in the past you want to see more of, let us know that too. You can see us on twitch.tv/transientplayer. She will be streaming tonight playing more Final Fantasy VI.
Final Fantasy VI
Pixel Remastered. And I've been streaming more regularly on twitch.tv/TheKunkaTheFanda. I recently finished playing through Resident Evil, getting the Platinum Trophy for that. I've been playing the Fort Nightmares, leveling up in that, getting all my challenges done there, or most of them anyway. And definitely plan to play more games for the horror season before Halloween's over, and maybe even a little into November. Who knows?
Absolutely.
But yeah,
spoopy.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.